everyone, and welcome to Telione Season 2, Episode 32. In the last episode, we started off with a very interesting combat against a blob creature that was later said to be called the Psychosis, a creature that I custom built to torture people. After the fight with the Psychosis, the party made their way out of the basement of the farmhouse in which they were in. This had led them to notice that the person they brought into the house seemed to have something going on with them that wasn't very apparent at first. There was uses of paladin abilities to see that there was some undead being surrounding them, and y'all just said, nope, and left. To continue heading towards Cullfield. An interesting night ensued with people walking away from the party and several conversations having occurred. Nothing else seemed to really come of the night, so you guys moved on the next day, and towards the end of the day, you guys made it to Cullfield. While in Cullfield, it was pretty later into the night, so there wasn't as many people around, but you did find your way towards the Staggering Cabbage, the lower tier inn within the city. You met Mount Jarl, the owner of the establishment, got 2 rooms. You all started a first watch, ending in both of the people falling asleep, and no second watch seeming to have occurred. The night goes by without any issues. You wake up in the morning, taking a long rest. I realize I don't have my notebook handy. And now I do. So, it is early morning in the city of Cullfield. What do you all want to do? Who keeps pausing my music? Bastards.
Oh, I'm muted at the moment. Oh, I'm not. Okay. I'm just so used to being muted when we first started. I don't know. I think the first thing that I would do, is probably just go outside and just get a breath of fresh air away from everyone, and just have a moment to myself away from everyone.
As you open the door, the breath of fresh air seems to come to you as you get hit by a pretty hefty breeze. It seems to be a pretty windy day out today.
Oof, is it just like cold or just like breezy?
It's very warm breeze because it is the middle of summer.
Okay.
So it's not very comfortable, but it would have been worse if there was no breeze.
Okay.
If it was just stagnant air, it would probably be up in the 90s today.
Okay. Is there any people like going around? Like, is there any like?
The question lies: when do you all wake up? You just wake up after 8 hours. That would leave you around 6, 7 in the morning.
I usually wake up pretty early, so I'd be up around 6. But I'd like kind of wait until Enos was awake, so I wouldn't want to wake him. So I probably would have maybe like tiptoed around the room, done my morning. So honestly, I probably would have already been downstairs, because also has food, right? Like down on the first floor.
When you make it down to the first floor, you do see Yardell. He's very much asleep at the bar, and he's in a deep sleep because you can see the giant puddle of drool just coming out of his mouth.
So no breakfast. I'll still just like sit at one of the tables.
Yeah, you kind of have to like move one of the very intoxicated people that passed out at the table. Just gotta kind of move them off the chair.
I guess I would probably wake up around like probably at around I guess 7.
Mm-hmm.
And I immediately just try to go outside and just gain some fresh air. I'm not trying to make eye contact with anyone. Unsettling quietness about winter today.
Okay.
pick up a little bit after winter. Assuming they weren't deadly silent as they left.
Okay.
I'll just kind of sit there for a bit before making my way downstairs to see if there's any breakfast.
Okay.
Probably, yeah. Wake up last. Do I have something? Is there like something on in the room, or do I have something on me to like write on real quick?
You would have had this stuff on you because you guys all have your backpacks that we just ignore most of the time. That would have simple supplies like that. Yes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make a quick note, and then put it in my pocket, go downstairs, and join everyone else at the table. Do I see them, like Raskus and Eleanor, at the table? At Winter.
I believe so, unless the other characters that have voices are opposed.
I would have probably called to Erascus as soon as he came downstairs, and just waved and kind of pointed outside to show him that Winter was out there if he needed to go talk to him.
I'll let Winter have this moment. I'm not going to interrupt them.
Okay. I walk over to their table and I show them the piece of paper where I wrote on, and it says like use fake names and fake like backstories, I guess.
Oh, God.
But now that you look at it for the first time, Enos' handwriting, it looks like it was written by like a first grader. Someone who can't really hold a pencil.
Like, turned
And
my
then-
head, struggling to read it a little bit.
And you see on top of the word stories, it's the word alibi written 3 different times, all crossed out, written wrong.
I feel like Enos writes like this.
Yeah, he still holds a pencil like this.
Enos, give me a perception check.
Awesome. I love it. That is a fat 12.
Mm-hmm. It seems like everyone in this room is asleep, and you could probably talk normally without anyone hearing you, if you'd want to.
Okay. I just wanted to be sure. Because I know the walls are thin. And then I guess I sit down once that happens. I put the paper back away, and I'll wait for Winter. Once Winter returns, I'll show it to him too.
Yeah, what are you up to, Winter?
Side, I'm kind of just looking around and kind of just looking at the mask on my hip. Just holding it up in front of me. Looking at it and just thinking.
You
if
know I'm
anything,
not a
prob-
mirror, right?
Yes, I know you're not a mirror.
Just making sure. You're staring at me kind of funny today.
I know. I just have a lot on my mind. I'm just wondering about the choices that I've made.
Well, it seems like a pretty humanly thing to do, then. Back to whatever you were doing. Good night.
Hey, Mask, do you have a name?
Oh, that's for you to find out eventually, potentially. So, no, I will not tell you my name.
Okay. Alright. And I just put it back on my hip. And then I just walk back inside. Still, Winter's muscular like body is just like physicality is more or less skinny, or like toned, but something about walking in, they're very. It seems like they're fragile or hollow today, just a tiny bit.
Very
as
meek.
they sit down. Yeah.
Yeah. You open the door. It closes behind you. It's fairly loud. There's like a little bell above the door. Yardell. Now he's snoring. It's like you can see like he moved a little bit, but now his vocal folds are in the wrong spot, so now he's snoring while breathing.
Mm.
And it's echoing in this building.
Okay.
Okay.
I just sit down next to everyone, Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
I show Winter the piece of paper.
What does Enos? What does that say?
That's fake. Fake names, yeah.
Is that alias? Is it fake? What?
I couldn't. I don't know how to spell the word alibi.
Oh, okay.
ALBY. Alibi.
LB.
I'll be.
LB. ELB. It's just spelled so wrong.
Okay. I can manage. Yeah.
So, what are we doing today? I need to go to the library in town and try to find the temple. If anyone also needs to do those things.
I want to get rid of this mask and maybe see what the wolf pack is about.
What did we hear about the wolf pack last night? I was kind of out of it.
We heard that it wasn't much that they do combat related stuff. I don't know.
Like a gambling bar? Or a gambling pub, I guess?
I don't think so. But I don't know. That's why I'm gonna go see what it's about.
We can go check it out. I mean, that sounds interesting, at least to familiarize ourselves with what's here.
Yeah, I don't remember much about what we heard about the wolf pack, but I do have keen mind. So, is that all that we know about it?
Kind of what you were told is it's just like a place where people go to fight each other under like not illegal restrictions upon it. It's basically a fighting ring is what you guys understood
Okay.
from it.
Gotcha. Okay, I was not sure if that was all that we remembered from it. Yeah, we can. Also, maybe I can roll like a history or something out, but like about the Calder family, like would I know of any kind of anybody that would be in this town?
Yeah, you can roll me a history
Or-
check.
See if seen anything. Let's see history. 7. Ugh, fuck this, man.
The Calder family's pretty big within Amora. You spent most of your learning life learning about Tuvris, so it kind of gets muddled. You haven't heard about Cullfield except for the time you have spent on Amora.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like you would assume it would still be under the Calder family influence. This is from Keen Mind, because the entire continent is under their influence.
Yeah.
But you have no idea if they have officials here.
Okay. Cool. Then if that's the case, I will, maybe just kind of, I don't know, kind of keep like a low profile, but there's a lot of places to go in this town. I don't, so I guess I just kind of explore for a bit if y'all want to go do the, wolf pack.
I mean, I think we should definitely go shopping for some supplies before we think about trekking the desert, because it can
Yeah.
be very rough. And I also want to speak to Andrea while we're here, as she's probably at the wolf pack. So
Okay.
don't think we should split up, given the circumstances.
Definitely not at the guard post. That'd be wild for her to be there, right?
Listen,
Anyways.
she helps. All I know is she helps. That's all I know.
Hmm.
She helps at the wolf pack. That's what she told me.
I forgot about that lore that I gave you.
That's all she told me.
Well, I can go look for supplies if y'all want
I
to go
don't
to
think
the
we
wolf
should
pack.
split up. Is my thing.
I mean,
'Cause we
I
have no
can
way
just-
of contacting each other, or do we? If anything happens.
Didn't we?
Raskus is the only one that has the ability to contact everyone.
Yeah, I thought we had. I guess we gave the Sanustones back.
Mm-hmm.
Lame. Okay.
I also think we should find somewhere different to stay for the rest of our time in Carleone. Because last night did not feel very sustainable. It was fine for one night, but I don't think any of us are going to get good rest while we're here.
Yeah, I felt like I was gonna fall through the floor, man.
Okay. Yeah, we can go to the Wolfpack first, and then do some shopping, and then stay at a different room tonight.
Okay.
That'll suffice, yeah.
So we're heading to the Wolfpack first.
I guess we're heading to the Wolfpack first.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we had a long rest. Sorry.
Yes, you did. So, kind of describing the city a little bit more now that you can see it in better lighting. You did show up like towards dusk, so you did see it pretty well. You're kind of picking up that every other road has the more important buildings upon it, but on the opposite side of this the main street, I guess I'll call it. So one of the roads has important things. The other road adjacent across from that road, I'm sorry if this is confusing, is like the housing. So each T intersection, we have Main Street, important thing, housing.
Okay.
And there's 6 T junctions throughout this entire place, with alleyways and other such things going around the city as well. You travel most of the way across the city since you are at the 5th location. You have to go all the way back to basically the entrance you came into. You see the very beautiful sign on Main Street where it says the Wolf Pack and the temple. It just says temple on it. The temple doesn't seem to be as ostentatious with their programming, their street signs. So you make your way down. You can see this primarily wooden building, and it has a couple levels to it, and there's just windows about every 15 feet. And walking up to the front of it, you see this giant bouncer just kind of standing there.
Okay. We noticed like a lot of people as we were like walking.
On the main street, yes, but around the Wolfpack there doesn't seem to be that many people at the moment. You can kind of look a little bit farther down. You see what you would assume to be the temple-esque building. It's a little bit farther down the street. But,
I would have my head up as we're kind of walking through the city just to kind of keep people from staring, per usual. Just kind of trying to keep a low profile.
Mm-hmm.
That we were like, figured we all had like our disguises from last time, right?
Yep. If Raskus wants to use a spell slot.
Well, yeah. I'm alone that. Okay. Yep. Disguise self.
Probably at some point during the walk here, Enos just took Eleanor's hand and then whispered like, "Hey, play along. Like, just keep a low profile." Just walked.
Let's pretend to be a couple. We're only pretending. I swear.
Yeah, we're only
Yeah, guys, it's not. It's just for game. It's just a game.
It's just for our backstory.
My cheeks.
alibi. Whatever.
A wash bread.
Yeah, but you walk up to the Wolfpack building. It has the beautiful sign above it where you can see 2 wolves like charging where the metal trellis of the Wolfpack sign is. And the very large bouncer just out front, dressed in basically all black, just has his arms crossed and just is staring at you.
Is this the wolf pack?
Can you not read, bud? Says it right the fuck there.
He actually can't, and I would appreciate you if you didn't make fun of him for that.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
It's fine. We got a lot of dumb folk trying to walk in here anyway, so it makes sense. It seems like you'd be one of the fighting types.
I am, actually. Could you tell us about this establishment?
Well, it's called the Wolf Pack. THEWOLF Pack.
You need to slow down. That's a bit too fast for him.
Yeah.
I like
You
this
forgot
group.
an apostrophe S.
I don't think I did.
Is it just the wolf pack?
Yeah, the Wolf
Is it
Pack.
the wolf's
Just
pack?
one
Oh.
single wolf.
And wolves is VES.
Exactly. See, someone gets it. This teenage human person gets it.
What's an apostrophe?
Without.
I'm your
Usually
daughter.
they're religious people, from what I keep hearing about. But that's none of my business. That's not. Oh, I'm making myself laugh. I love this game.
I just missed what happened, but it's fine.
Enos said, "What's an apostrophe?" So I told him what an apostle is.
So we're both idiots. It's funny. It's great.
This building is run by Vargok. He's basically the champion of this ring. Barely anyone is stupid enough to fight him. Because he only really fights in hand-to-hand combat. So.
What is the point of people fighting here? Is there prize money? Do people bet on the fights?
Yeah, this is all about
For sport.
betting. You put money in. If you win, you get money back.
Are they all 1v1s or like is there group
The
events?
pit, not very big. If you
Okay.
wanted to do a 2v2, it would get pretty messy pretty fast. So it is typically just recommended to be a 1v1.
And does a winner get paid as well?
Well, yeah, you get a portion of the betting. However much people bet on you is what you get in return plus extra.
And now, are these fights just until one player goes down and can't come back up, or is it to the death? Is it till one succeeds? What are the rules?
It could be
Nice.
any of the three. That's kind of up to you in the midst of battle. If you die during it, oops. That's your fault if you die. Just get up is usually the best option for you. You know, just don't die.
How much is it to enter?
You doesn't cost anything to enter. It just costs to place the bets and watch.
Oh,
How much is it to watch?
About 5 gold a person.
I think this sounds like a wonderful venture for my dad to do. Isn't that right, Dad?
So you said no one's been dumb enough to challenge Vargok.
Okay.
No one's beaten Vargok. They've been dumb enough to try.
I squeeze Enos's hand as a don't you think about it.
And just out of curiosity, when do these fights usually, start? Is it
We
too early in the day,
typically
or-
start around noon, and it can go until about midnight, depending on how many fighters we have and what kind of events seem to be occurring on the day.
Mm-hmm. So if we want to sign up, we come back around noon.
Yeah, you'll probably be in a line around noon, but, it happens.
Okay.
If
I
you
guess-
don't want to go up against Vargok, you don't have to. There are other options out there. We
No, I
do
do want-
typically try to find someone of the same fighting abilities that you have, because it would kind of be unfair if a monk went up against just a plain old fighter. There's discrepancies in their fighting styles, and that doesn't really flow well with our communion that we got here.
All right. Mm-hmm.
If you want to do weapon fighting, that's also viable, but Vargok will not be partaking in that.
And now, are the women mixed in with the men for the fighting, or
Absolutely.
is it separate? Heck yes. Ooh.
I think we'll be back.
Seeing
We'll
that,
be back later to sign up.
seeing that 2.5, you were basically vibrating at the thought of this. I do expect to see you all again.
We will be back.
Great. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
We open in 4 hours.
We're really okay.
You should really keep your teenage son on a leash.
It's
Daughter.
our
Oh, I
daughter.
forgot you were a female. That's right.
But
I completely forgot what your disguised self was. That's why I just kept referring to you as just a
Yeah,
teenager.
Can we keep that canon? And I'm like, excuse you, this is my beautiful daughter. She's very self-conscious about her image.
Yeah, no, I don't change.
Good.
If anything, I make my voice sound deeper when I'm in my disguise than I would as Raskus.
He's just looking
I tried-
confused, like, what the fuck is this?
I turn around. I turn over to Winter. Sorry, and I go, "What about you, Charlie? Do you want to go in?"
Hardly.
Sounds like a fun idea.
I want Winter to just start throwing hands right now. Charlie, my ass.
Hey, we're using fake names, all right? Do you? Yeah, you like to fight with your hands.
Are you okay with fighting? If your face seems to be all bandaged up, is that going to be an issue medically?
Probably, but I need a distraction, and this is exactly what I need.
And even if we don't fight, we might just come to watch later. So
That was one of the most badass things I've ever heard. Respect, Charlie. Respect.
Thank you.
Very okay in my book, Charlie.
All right.
I'm never going to remember these names.
All right. I was also looking for Andrea. I know she sometimes helps out here. Helps out.
Typically she'll show up later in the evenings where the bigger events start. Because like if you're gonna fight Vargok, that'll probably be like an 8 p.m. event. We usually have the squabble and just riff-raff go from noon till whenever. We got a lot of farming folk and they really just like to throw hands every so often.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think we leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
I look
Yep.
back to the group, and I think you mentioned the temple is like right across the street.
It's like a few houses down on the opposite side of the street that the Wolfpack is on.
So I knew you guys wanted to go to the temple. We're already here. It's the closest thing.
Or, I mean, I'm assuming Raskus also wants to go in. I look at Raskus, but Enos and Winter, if you don't want to come inside, that's okay too. I won't be long. Anyway, so it's up to you guys. We'll be fine either way.
I need to find a magic shop or someone who can take this off my hands. So I don't care.
Well, Enos and Winter, do you guys want to do that? And we can stay here. That way none of us are by ourselves. And then we can just meet up somewhere.
Where's the nearest magic shop?
Here's what I found. Siri said, I can
Thanks,
help.
Siri. Thank you.
Here's what I found. You're a nerd.
Nerd. I'm seeing this not as Winter, as Brian. What was the name? I'm trying to remember the name of the shop. There was one. It was
You were
Magic for the mind.
you weren't
Magic for the
told
Mind.
specifically if there was a magic shop. You just have the name of every location.
Okay.
You have the name of every seemingly important name of the location.
okay. I just assumed, as Brian, I assumed that was the magic shop.
Y'all
Maybe.
try the magic for the mindless, or maybe Marty's wall, or is that where we stayed?
No,
Where-
you stayed
where
at
did we
the
stay?
Staggering
Looks like
Cabbage.
yeah.
Something about Marty's wall sounds
Interesting.
interesting.
Wait, where did we stay? Everyone was talking. Where did we stay?
Staggering Cabbage.
Oh, okay. Okay. There's magic for the mindless, Marty's Wall, and maybe the Gorgon's Eye, but that could also just be like a tavern.
What's Harpick's Bane? That sounds interesting. Yeah, that is a K, right? Yeah.
We sound like Horace, just like poring over a map in the city of like, where's it?
Okay, we take this.
Yeah, you
street.
guys took 4 steps away from the guy out front of the wolf pack and started having a full conversation using real names.
Yep.
I walk back over to the guy. We're new here. Is
I
there
can
any?
see that. You guys kind of walking in circles a little bit.
Yeah. That's kind of what we do. Have any magic shops in town?
I haven't been there personally, but I believe the one is called Magic for the Mindless.
Okay.
Magic adjacent would be the Gorgon's Eye if you need like some magical supplies of some kind, or if you want to make potion-y things. That's
Okay.
where you'd probably want to go.
Okay. I didn't catch your name.
The age-old question now, isn't it?
David.
It wasn't far off from what I was thinking.
Blake.
Just call me
Jeremiah.
Davey. I don't really care.
Davey. All right, Davey. Thank you.
Mhm.
And I walk back over. We walk further away now. And I explain that Magic for the Mindless and the Gorgon's Eye would be 2 good magic shops to look at. And explain what Davey told me.
Enos, it seems like we're going to Magic of the Mindless then. Correct?
I guess.
It is closer than the Gorgon's Eye.
Thank you, Davey.
That was Kyle, but sure.
I'm sure if we receive information
Alright.
like that. Okay.
If anything happens, just contact us in any way.
I can
Keep an eye out.
I can send y'all a message.
Okay.
It'll be in your mind.
Just
Thanks
use
for the heads up.
Okay, so Eleonora and Raskus, you're heading towards the temple.
Yeah.
So you make your way a little bit farther down. You see these 2 marble pillars seem to be holding up the front of this. There's only like 3 steps that go up to this main central building. You can see that there's 2 glass pane windows that have lightning and thunder iconography. And there is no front door. There's just a giant marble arch that kind of looks inside. And like looking through that arch, it just seems to be a pretty big main chamber. And you do see a statue of a very large, buff dude that's just like holding a thunderbolt up on this giant horse.
It's a bit much.
Yeah. I mean, did they really have to put him on a horse?
I mean, that's how it goes with history. Gotta make them
And-
look stronger.
To be honest, the firebolt or the lightning bolt looks a little phallic to me. But,
Yeah, honestly. Dirty mind. Anyways.
Monty's like,
That lightning bolt's gonna come real in a minute.
You're about to be smited.
Yeah, just look up into the sky. This lightning bolt looks like a phallus.
You take 25 points of lightning damage. I said I'm rolling D100s all day, so keep trying me.
Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah, so like you take the first couple of steps up, you say that, and your feet just get shocked, and you take 25 points of lightning damage.
This is,
Really?
This is like when Phil gets struck by the lightning bolt in Hercules.
oh my god.
I'm only rolling D100s. I could outright kill you guys.
Okay.
I like, probably stumble a little bit.
Just,
You,
like,
you don't
on the
see
ground.
Raskus react. Raskus,
Oh,
it's just
I
like
know.
it just feels like a slight tickle on your feet, but you take 25 points of damage. Gods can do powerful things.
Wait, so do we both take 25 or
Nope,
is it
just Raskus.
No, just me.
Because
Oh.
Raskus said
I
it the third
challenged-
time. Raskus pushed the
challenged
button
it.
the third time.
Oh, so I didn't take damage?
Nope.
Okay, great.
No, you're good.
Not yet.
Okay.
So what are you
Don't
guys?
say that.
What are you guys doing?
I don't know. I'm damaged. We're going in.
Okay.
We're going inside.
Yeah, you walk in. To the left and right of this main statue, you can see a hallway on either side that seems to be going back, and you can see several like little worshipping rooms kind of around. As soon as you walk in, there's a dwarf right next to the door. Well, hello, how are you doing?
Oh, Lord.
He
Oh.
has. It's basically a tank top with a thunderbolt on it, and his muscles are huge. He has no hair on his entire like face or anything, but you can see a tuft of gray hair poking out from the top of his garments. Nice to meet you. How you doing?
I'm good now that my heart is not racing. You really should step more in front of the door. You. How are you?
Well, welcome to the Temple of. And he like flexes Tempest. Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh, God.
How can I help you today?
Well, a few things.
That's a lot of
wanted
things.
a space to pray, but also I look at Raskus and pause for a moment just to kind of like. We were wondering if there was a strong cleric or someone here who might be able to remove a pretty serious curse.
I think we got one. He turns back and then just puts two thumbs and points at his
Ah.
back.
Oh
It's
my
your
God.
boy.
I'm sorry. I don't believe we received a name.
Brazen Thunderscope.
Oh, wow.
Brazen Thunderscope.
At your service.
Crikey.
Okay, Steve Irwin.
Brazen Thunderscope. Brazen. Wait, can you help us?
I could absolutely try with whatever you need.
Okay, cool. Well, we are. Did I even get a name of this person? Baronestra.
Don't say it out loud.
I'm reading to myself, making sure I pronounce
Okay.
that right. I look at Brazen and say, we and two of our other friends appear to be kind of not necessarily possessed, but haunted by a fey spirit.
It's not contagious, right? Because that'd be really concerning for me.
We don't.
I don't like STDs around here.
It's not an STD.
It's giving me very fraternity chat vibes right now.
Oh, this is like a gym bro. This is like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, very much so.
I'm not quite sure, so that's why I think it's best to take all precautions. But I will not have sex with you, so you're safe from STDs.
Well,
I'm
it seems like your
Robert
group's
Will.
very adventurous, even for you being a teenager.
Yeah, that's correct. I get around.
We like to do
That's
this
quite
thing
disgusting,
called
young lady.
free range parenting.
Give me 1 second. He walks into a plant, throws up in it, and comes back.
I
What
have,
the
like,
hell?
One of those like child leash harnesses on, but like with no no rope attached. Yeah, they just kind of let me go around.
God.
So, what can we do to fix this?
Fey magic is what we're working with, right? I'm just gonna get over whatever is happening in your family. I don't see the resemblance, but you know, who am I to say? Adopted family, maybe it's more appropriate. I don't
He
know.
looks much more like his father.
He?
Sorry.
Mom, we've been over this.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm trying. Sometimes I just remember it's okay. I'll get it eventually. My daughter. My daughter looks a lot more like her father.
I hate it here.
What is this episode?
Why do I do this every
This
week?
suddenly-
Why do I do this every week? I just
Damn.
hate this.
Legitimately forgetting that you're a girl right now.
This suddenly became a trans rights episode very quickly.
Yeah, it did.
Respect the pronouns.
Exactly.
Oh, boys.
God, your daughter,
Boy,
you will
boy,
respect
boy.
that.
Boy.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, girl.
It seems like y'all got a lot going on. Do you need counseling, or do you need me to do something with the Fae stuff?
Or face stuff.
Preferably the face stuff.
Yeah, we'll deal with the face stuff first, and then if everything works out, then we'll consider family group therapy. So.
And you said there was 4 of you.
Yeah, but they're out looking for some supplies because we got.
Well, one of them is here in the city, but the other is traveling to the city.
So you're trying to super spread it.
No, we're trying to
No.
do it.
No, we're not trying to super spread it.
I was never taught how to solve parental issues.
This isn't
What do you have against my parenting
issues. We're dealing with Fey magic here.
I'm just saying you all threw a lot at me.
Can you hand me a piece of paper and a quill?
If that gets me away from here, absolutely. And he just like starts walking away.
Okay, fuck. Brazen, are you coming back with the things?
Probably. I'm gonna go to one of the worshipping rooms. If you
Okay,
want to
you.
just join me, that's where I'll be doing whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll go.
Yep.
We'll come with.
Let's follow.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Who's that?
I've lost all control.
Fuck if I know.
You go into this fairly square room. Cubed room is the word I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a mantle against the back wall with the cloud and lightning iconography and main ritual charging thing. What is the word I'm thinking of? Statue? Is that the right word for that?
Shrine?
Yeah, like a shriney thing. It's there on a marble.
Pedestal.
I've lost it.
Okay.
I've lost all train of thought. Wow. Yeah, it's basically on a marble.
Pew. Pedestal.
It's like the fireplace mantle is what I'm talking about. It's on like a
Okay.
mantle thing.
Okay.
There's several like beanbag sitting arrangements in this room to pray on.
I squish one real quick just to see how comfortable it is.
They are heavenly.
Nice. Rascus, you have to feel these chairs. They're so soft.
Rascus doesn't sound like a very female name.
It's a nickname.
It's gender neutral.
Yeah. We're trying out. See,
At least it was when I went to name generator.
my child has been trying out different names, and we've been very supportive of this process. But we've had to come up with some nicknames that have been pretty consistent, just for us to be able to communicate in public places in case one of us forgets. So.
Yep, that's it.
Give me a deception check.
Can Rascus give me the help action?
Sure.
Yep. That's
How do you assist?
That's right.
Yup.
That's right, Mom. Tell him. You tell him.
That's gonna be a 14.
Okay, so that will not
What?
beat his natural 20 to have
Jeez.
read that there was a lie to begin with.
What is your? I have a curiosity. What's your deception?
+3.
Okay, I'm +4.
I'm saying
I could. I mean, I wasn't the one saying it, so I couldn't do it regardless.
It's like, is there something funny kind of going on here? As he like starts,
great.
he walks and he's like blocking the doorway now with his giant muscles.
Rasmus, I got this. I got this. I think we can trust him.
Okay.
I put my hood down a little bit, so my hair shifts. And I'm guessing just because, like, being in a holy place, like, naturally more inclined to, my eyes will probably look glow a little more. We are just trying to be cautious because not only I am in danger, but my friends as well. And we're just trying to keep a low profile. We're not trying to bring anything to your city. And so we're not trying to just you be disrespectful. We're just trying to protect ourselves and protect the people of this town and protect you. This is not my child, and this is not a.
So we're gonna end the magic in the room, or we're gonna have other issues going on here.
Yeah, okay, I dropped this guy's self.
Oh God, you're so much more attractive this way.
Oh! Well,
That disguise wasn't your best work, I will admit.
well, thanks, Brazen. So, can you help us?
I can absolutely give it a shot. I don't know what I'm going up against, though.
We don't either.
How encouraging.
It's not just evil, it's like sinister. When I've done my spells to detect evil, it's the worst kind of evil. I didn't even know it existed. But you have to try something. This is like something that could affect our entire world.
Well, in that case, I can see what I can do. I'm not a very good practitioner with all this stuff. All of my bicep curls haven't really taught me how to get rid of fey magic, per se. But, you know, I can at least give it a shot and see if I can flex it out of you.
Is this a strength-based cleric?
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
Nah, that's cool. Nah, that's cool. That's cool.
Both of you do assume he's a cleric.
Fair enough.
I
I specifically asked if there was a cleric, a high-level cleric that could do it. And he said, I'm your man.
It's most likely he thinks that he's a high-level
You
cleric.
never insight check anybody.
He most likely believes that he's about to beat the shit out of us, is what's about to happen, I feel like. I'll just beat the fey out of you.
I can get it out.
Oh.
The one thing I know about pixies, if you hit them hard enough, they turn to glitter.
That frog meme. Just like,
That's exactly what's about to happen. Alright.
So, are we good to try this now? Because I think your little magic-y stuff would have messed with my magic-y stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, we're good.
Sit down on our prayer chairs.
I slump down in one comfortably.
Yeah, they're soft as clouds. Every so often you feel like a little vibration coming from them. It's really, really cute.
Oh, like a little thundercloud.
So, are you all religious practitioners by any means? And is it Tempest?
I am a paladin of Eldath.
Ooh, okay. Bad start.
Why?
Because it's not Tempest. Booyah. Boom! There's like an echo that comes off as he flexes.
Alright, I like this guy now. I'm a cleric and a follower of Glitter Gold.
Never heard of that guy. You
Most-
gnomes are so funny.
Yeah. Anyways,
So, I can definitely try to see what I can do about this Fey stuff. You guys got like incense or anything? You know, I should probably have that on me. Didn't think I'd be doing stuff today. People don't usually walk in unless they're here to work out.
What kind of
Dude.
god do you worship?
He's one of the gods of war.
That makes sense. I thought maybe it was just rain and lightning. You know, stormy weather. That's the vibe I got.
That's so hurtful.
Oh, hey.
But I'll
You
allow
really
it.
should change. You really should change the statue.
That's what he looks like, though.
The
What the
statue.
hell?
The statue is wonderful.
It's beautiful. It is fantastic craftsmanship. Doesn't necessarily capture the essence of what your patron does.
So a badass man on a horse doesn't explain to you that he's a god of war.
No.
That makes sense. I get it.
I'm working with blind people here.
I'm on your side. I see it.
You got incense or no? I gotta go buy that real quick.
That's a question for DM because I mean I bought some, but
You wouldn't have
used
used all of it. I'll say you'll have
Okay.
some left over for what he needs.
Okay, then yes, Brazen, I have some instance for you.
Perfect.
Here you go.
He's a dwarf. He's not that much taller than you.
Here you go. He's still taller.
He takes the incense. He walks over next to the little shrine, places them in their two little jars. You see him just take his fingers and he go, and a bunch of electricity just goes across them to start burning them. It's a very interesting smell. Never smelled this before.
Patchouli.
It doesn't smell like anything from our world, that is for sure.
It's from the Underdark.
Don't know what that is. Here we go. He cocks his arm back and takes a big old swing at you, Raskus. Do you do anything?
I trust this man wholeheartedly.
Okay. Eleonora, do you do anything as you see him cock his arm back?
I duck.
Okay. Well, he's aiming at Raskus for now.
Oh. I'm just gonna watch. I'm curious.
Yeah. He cocks his arm back. You see it going with incredible velocity, and then it goes down and tickles underneath of your chin, and Raskus, you basically fall asleep immediately.
Okay.
And you see Brazen just plop down in front of Raskus, just staring into him. The ground seemed to be shaking underneath whatever is going on right now. Eleonora, you could feel this. The beanbag chairs seem to be shaking a little bit more. It's very comforting.
Did I hit a button somewhere or something? Because this is great. Can I buy one of these?
Am I being charged for this?
Raskus, you and Brazen open your eyes at the exact same time. His eyes are completely whited over. You can see streaks of stuff going through his eyes, almost as if they're lightning bolts. But you are no longer in the chambers of the Temple of Tempest.
Okay.
The two of you are just floating in air at the moment. It seems like there's solid ground underneath. He's just sitting there. You see him start to look around.
This is normal, Brazen?
I'll be completely honest. Never done this before.
Okay.
This is crazy.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
wild.
Yeah.
Magic's kind of, yeah. Do you do magic often?
No, I do pull-ups.
Okay.
But, you just gotta
Am I dead? Did he kill me?
I don't think I killed you.
Well, yeah, because you wouldn't be dead too, so something magical's happening right now.
Give me a perception check, Raskus.
Okay. That's a nat 20. 23 total.
Yeah.
So, you guys are floating amongst the clouds. You're basically on top of a cloud at the moment, and around you can see these swells within the clouds. And with a natural 20, you're able to count them, but there is a level of randomness to this. You can't really tell how many swells there are, But amongst the white clouds, you do see 5 black clouds seeming to be forming, swelling, going down, appearing again, coming down. But you have enough of a vantage point to see 5 sections of black cloud just kind of around. Well, whatever is afflicting you still affects you here. So that's kind of concerning, seeing that this is something of my own creation.
You created this, Raisin?
Yes.
Can I insight that one? I'll
Yeah.
Insight Raisin.
If you roll a 1, you don't understand what's happening.
11.
Yeah. He doesn't know what he's done, but it seems to be working.
Okay, cool.
He's very confident in the fact that this is a spell. It was cast. It seems to have had a good effect, but he doesn't know how it works.
Can I see if I know what spell it is?
Roll an Arcana check. Arcana or Religion.
Both are the same. I should be proficient in religion, but I'm not. That's cocked. That would have been another nat 20, but it was cocked. 10.
It's very strange. It's kind of hard to tell. Gauging this figure, this seems like it was out of his realm of expertise, even for him.
Cool.
But kind of, it usually, when I cast this spell all the time, the black clouds are the issues.
Mm-hmm.
So we can attempt to try and get rid of them. I don't know how much we can get rid of in our time spent here at this time.
I mean, it would be kind of cool if we could try to get rid of 1, maybe 2, but you know, I'm following you, Brazen. This is your expertise, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
If we can time this perfectly, I think we can get rid of 2 of them.
Okay.
How are you with electricity?
I can absorb it into my body, and take a lot of damage.
Doesn't sound very helpful for what I'm about to do.
Yeah, I'm not good with electricity, Brazen. It's not my thing.
He takes off, he just takes a glove out of his pocket. Hold this.
Okay.
It's a very large glove. And you see him just reach both of his arms out, does a chest pump, and he pulls 2 lightning bolts out of one breast each. And he hands you one. So what we're going to do is we're going to chuck this bitch and hope we hit one of those.
Okay.
But it has to be at the exact same time.
Okay. Cool.
Are you ready? He pulls his arm back.
As ready as I'll ever be, Brazen.
How do I want to make this work? We're both going to roll a d4, and if we roll the same number, it goes off without a problem.
Okay. Just straight.
Just a d4. If we roll the same number, it works.
Okay, you want to say it at the same time?
Sure.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
3.
No way. No way. I can move. I'll move my camera if you want me to. I'll move my camera if you want me to.
You said it at the same time.
I'll take a picture. I'll take a picture and send it to you.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. So you guys bro up. You dap before it. You reach your arms back. Count it down. You both throw at the exact same time. As you see the lightning bolt plunge into the cloud at the exact same time as both clouds just burst away. It almost makes like a mushroom cloud going up that just spirals back down into white light.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Holy shit.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Just as evidence.
Yeah.
They bro up.
And as the 2 spirals start to come back down, almost in a weird tornado or vortex fashion, as they both land, you both blink and you're back in the chamber. Oh.
Hey, Brazen.
Haha, what's up,
High
my
five,
boy?
man.
He
Yeah,
gives you a
that's
high
right.
five. It hurts.
Shatters my wrist.
Yeah, you take 2 points
Fuck.
of high five damage as he
How
hits
many?
you too. As he hits
Okay.
you really hard because I am so sorry.
Hey, you know what? You helped a lot today. I will accept it.
That was so badass.
That was pretty fucking cool, Brazen.
I need a nap.
Okay. That is
As he just falls back and is instantly asleep.
shit.
So much for me trying to get the curse off. But anyway,
For right now at least.
Yeah,
We can always
just give
come
me
back.
like an hour or two.
Yeah. We can
let's come back later, or we can come back tomorrow.
yeah. Don't you want to look at books though?
Yeah.
No, it's the temple. Well, there wouldn't even really be any books. I'm thinking a library.
Your man is asleep right now.
Yeah.
We
Can
can,
we just want to like walk around.
yeah, sure. Let's go see if we can find any books here that might help me more with like celestial plane stuff.
No, can we just kind of like explore the temple?
You walk back into. Let's go to the other group because we spent a lot of time on this.
Okay, fair enough.
So, Father and Charles, you guys head over to Magic for the Mindless, correct?
Well, yes. While we're on our way, can I make a perception check to see if anyone's following or if anyone stands out?
Sure.
If anyone has noticed us yet. Okay. Oh, 22.
Okay. Winter, would you want to do one as well?
Sure.
It's up to you. You've been very paranoid today anyway, so I feel like it's pretty normal.
With I think my perception
+6.
was +6, so I got a 17.
Okay. Winter, you don't really notice this, but Enos with a 22 or 23, correct?
22, yes.
Okay. Walking, making your way towards the third main road, looking down the second road, you see a bigger figure dressed in all black talking to this smaller figure, and you swear you see on their hips these little white masks.
Is it the same as Winter's?
They're very
Or-
far away, so it is kind of hard to tell. But you see these little white masks on their hips. The masks are pretty concealed, so the fact that you even saw them in the first place is very impressive.
Oh.
It was one of those like random glances to the side, went, what? Like where you like do a double take and the second time you look, it doesn't seem like the masks are there.
I tell Winter, like kind of lean in a little bit and whisper, I'm not entirely sure, but I think there's two people carrying similar masks to yours. Black robes behind us.
I just kind of whisper back and I don't look back at him. I just whisper.
They weren't looking in
They're
your direction at all, by the way. They were just having their own
They
conversation in an alley.
Okay. I just look over at Enos and just say like, they're probably from the organization that one of the drow from the Underdark talked about.
Order of Odium.
Order of Odium. Thank you.
I
was like,
wanted
know
you to
it's
hear.
too-
I want to hear the name of the drow person because that's my favorite name.
The brain? Was it the brain?
Yeah, the All Brains with Therathane
All
Thala.
brain.
Everything.
Oh
Therathane
god,
Thala.
I was not gonna nail that one.
Really
It would have just been th or th. So
But besides that, Enos, it doesn't really seem like you're being trailed. There's a couple like beggar children that seem to walk up and seem to be following you.
You are kind of 7 feet tall, so
Okay. Um, okay, I'm just letting you know. We should keep an eye on, and maybe you should hide the mask a little better and not just carry it on your hip.
Okay. I guess I bury it in my cloak or whatever instead of having it on my hip.
Wouldn't want people to think you're actually part of their group.
Yeah, a misunderstanding. That's a lot of what's going on lately. But I get it. I shove it in and just keep moving forward.
You make your way to the third road, heading down. What's the other one on third road? Harbeck's Bane. The first building you do see of notable style is a building that doesn't match the main stone and woodwork of the rest of these buildings. It's more elven and sleek in design. It has copper and gold finish across the building, where like all the accents would be. The windows have like that gold tinge to them on the metal beams. And you see the sign is a book holding a wand. And
Okay.
it also says magic for the mindless on it. And
It'll go. Oh, I was gonna say I walk in.
going in, you see about 4 rows of different magical items. It definitely feels magical when you enter. Neither of you had a magic disguise on, so it doesn't seem like anything happens. But against one of the walls, you can see several different pieces of armor. The main rows are filled with different colored liquids in bottles. There's a bunch of little knickknacks on there. And right in front of everything else, you see a desk with a beautifully crafted book on it and a bell next to it. It is eerily quiet in this shop.
I ring the bell.
You ring the bell. The book raises off. Hello and welcome to Magic for the Mindless. How may I assist you in whatever you are looking for today?
Hey,
Have you thought about maybe standing behind the desk like a normal person and not?
I am a book. I don't know what you mean, a normal person.
Oh, the book is talking. That a person didn't pop out of the book. My bad. My misunderstanding.
Correct. I am a book.
well,
Okay.
I have a question.
Okay.
I hope you can answer it.
We'll have most answers. I was created by one of the most powerful mages of our time.
Great. I take out the mask. I don't want this anymore, and I need this off of my hands.
Is
Will
it
you
magical
please
in
take it?
nature?
Yes, it is magical.
Okay. You see letters fly out of the book and kind of surround the mask. Oh, it's basically night vision goggles. That's very nice. Trying to think of what the D&D term is for that. What is the magic item? I cannot remember. But yeah,
Goggles of see.
goggles of night, I think is what they're called.
I think it's what they're called.
Something like that.
These seem to have the same properties of the goggles of night. Fairly low tier magical equipment. We probably take it off of your hands. Anything special about it? It doesn't look like a normal set of goggles of night.
I need it off my hands because, it's dangerous.
That's very
And I feel like
intriguing.
a powerful mage, would be safer in your hands than in mine.
If it is dangerous, it probably will not be going to my creator. He would probably give it to one of the other professors at the university.
That's fine, as long as someone knows that this is dangerous and it needs to be locked away, and it's out of my
Locked
hands.
away. I'm going to be giving this to a professor. There is no locking away.
That's fine, as long as they're safe when they're dealing with it.
Can't promise that either.
As long as you take it, then that's out of my hands.
I don't know who the current professors are at the Elven University. I was created 40 years ago. So, little outdated, yes. But I will take this off your hands. 100 gold pieces.
What is the name of the
Okay.
university?
Boy, I wish I knew. Val, I really wish I knew.
100 gold pieces to take it off of me, or
I will
am
give you 100 gold pieces to take
For
your
it.
magical equipment.
Great. Here you go.
Okay. And you just see it just lift out of your hands and go into a back room. There's like a little beaded curtain. Not a beaded curtain, just like a regular curtain. Just goes back there. A little sack of money comes out from behind the desk and just plops onto the main selling area. Is there anything else you all would be needing today? You seem to be the adventurous type.
Once just a quick, I just wanted to point out, once the mask is like gone and out of sight, you can visibly see Enos kind of like relax a little bit more around Winter.
Do I clock that he relaxes the moment the mask
What's
is
your
gone?
passive insight?
My passive insight would be
10 plus your insight, so I'm assuming 16.
16, yeah.
Yeah. Like, you can see the very faint... It's more of like you can just hear the... of it being gone.
Something about it, just... On Winter, more tension is in the air after feeling that. Thank you. Thank you so much. You don't know how much you've helped me.
If this is an important object, you probably also helped a professor doing research on something as well. Do you have any insights into where this was acquired or what
Yes.
worked
yes.
with it?
Whatever knowledge I can give you, yes. When I was,
I'm
I was
more
in- I was-
worried about the origin of the item, not how you acquired it.
Oh, okay. That I probably don't know. I know that it belongs to, the Order of Odium.
You should have led with that. That's perfectly fine. There are a couple professors at the university, from my last knowledge. Elves live a very long time, so I assume they are still working in their field of study. There was one interested in criminal organizations, such as the Order of Odium, which you have just spoken. So I can make sure it gets sent to them individually. They will know what to do with it better than anyone else.
Thank you.
But you definitely should have led with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yes, dangerous item, blah, blah, blah. That's the important part of it.
Okay. I'm sorry. But that should be all if there's any more you need from me. That's...
No, that should be it. The professor will do the research upon it. If you'd want, they could contact you at a later point with discoveries, if you care as that much for it.
If I can help them solve this thing and not track them down, but stop them. I don't know. I want to help end this. I want to help end them if I can.
It's very honorable of you, Sir Human, they human.
Thank you. It's okay.
But do you all need anything else from Magic for the Mindless?
I look over at Enos. Is there anything that we need?
What do you got?
We have a lot of simple items. We have the more expensive ones. We can do custom items if you're that intrigued by it. My creator is a merchant by trade and can acquire almost anything within a week's time. So it would be sent back here, and I just gotta take half payment now and then half payment when the item is received. Other than that, we do have magical weapons, magical shields. We have little knickknacks. We have a couple ropes that can do tricks. I keep using my hands as if I'm a real person.
There's pages just flipping.
Yeah, like the pages are just constantly going while it's talking.
Mm-hmm.
The letters are forming hands now. Just
It does have mage hands if it really needs to. We have a couple ever-smoking bottles as of our most recent shipment. We have potions that are all handmade in Aranshis and sent over to several different locations. Healing potions, different dragon breath potions if you are so inclined.
I do have a question. I do, if you have it, since I just got rid of it. That mask, that dangerous mask, gave me night vision.
Correct.
Now I'm just a human, and I can't see in the dark. So having
Both of you
normal,
are human.
so normal vision goggles would be great.
I have one in the back that I can give you for 100 gold.
400 gold.
100 gold. It's a very nice white mask that I had just acquired today.
No,
I'm joking.
good.
I am joking. I have humor to a certain extent. We might have one in stock at the moment,
Okay.
but I don't know if both of you humans would need them. Mr. McLarge Huge over here, would you like a pair of goggles of night as well?
If you only have the one, I'm fine.
I can put in an order for another one. It would just cost a little bit extra.
I'm fine for now.
Okay. You can be blind all you want.
Soon we'll be coming back.
The one pair will cost you 200 gold pieces.
Cost 200. That might be all the money Winter has, actually.
Including the 100 you were just given.
Oh, no, okay. Including the 100, it would be, I needed to add the gold pieces. Give me a second.
Oh, it's fine. I'm just a book. I have no sense of life, so I have all the time in the world.
Oh, wait, did you just put in an order for one?
No,
No.
I did not.
No, I thought it was 100 gold. Or I guess
That was to buy the mask back.
Oh, okay, I see.
If there's anything you would be looking for, I could acquire it for you. We do have several other branches in other cities, so it's not like this is the only one to get equipment from.
Yeah, actually, I'll keep that in mind. I'll probably look around at a different, shop, though. Thank you, though.
So above board, this is like a magic item hub. I can't think of magic items off the top of my head all the time.
Okay.
Because it is a giant magic shop. It's easier for you guys to be like, do you have this item? And I say yes or no, or I can acquire this.
Cool.
Just for like the idea of how the magic for the mindless system is going to work for the rest of the campaign.
Above board question, DM. We never did like when we were making Winter, how much money they had from the beginning. We just did the background stuff. And I was like, that's why I was like, and I just added the
How much do you have at the moment?
122, and that's only because their background gave them a little bit of money. Plus the 100, so
Add 45 to that. I just rolled a
Cool.
D100 to see how much you would have been given over time.
cool.
Wouldn't they have been hired by Stormmain?
No.
Storming don't pay well.
No, that's a question for Winter. Not for me. Because, Brian, you do know the answer to this, right?
Yes, I do know the answer of how I got hired.
I'll send you the thing that I'm more importantly looking at here.
Okay.
I'll text it to you.
While we're here, you sell magic items, right? Magic
Cool.
weapons, excuse me.
Yes, we have magic weapons, armor, shields, knickknacks, shoes, helmets.
Ooh, cool. How much would you take for this? And I give him the really fucked up +1 sword that I took from Gaknark.
The letters fly around it once more. Really? It's enchanted in that way. It doesn't look like it would be. It is a magical item, yes. But the condition of it, not as pristine. For a typical additive damage weapon, it would probably go for about 1,500 or 1,000. For its condition, I would probably have to only give you 250.
50?
250.
Deal. I just don't want it.
It is quite heavy. Just flies into the back room once again.
Awesome. And I'm gonna delete that and add 250. Yes.
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah. I already have a +1. Great sword. There's no need to have 2. And what other magical weapons do you have? Do you have anything that is like catches flames or anything cool like that, or just stronger?
That would depend on the size of weapon you are looking for. For a great sword to do that would be much more expensive than a dagger or a short sword. We could also enchant your weapons if ever so needed, but that again has crafting time and money expenditure higher than just buying it.
Okay.
We have a couple warhammers that seem to have the fire enchantment. We have a dagger with lightning. The lightning is less of the effect. It doesn't do the extra damage, it more of shocks them into not being able to take a swing at you if you were to run away.
The warhammer,
It's a
is
light
that a
hammer.
two-handed weapon?
It is
or
a light
one-handed?
hammer. It's basically, it's similar to a hand axe, but blunt, and would probably hurt more, in my opinion. It kind of lights flame as it's through the air and creates a spinning fire. It lifts off the wall and it just starts rotating at a very fast speed, and you do see just like a flame ball kind of surround it.
That sounds so cool. How much is that?
This will cost you about 750 gold pieces.
And if I throw it, does it come back, or no?
You don't
Do you have-
seem to be the magic-y type.
No.
It has a similar effect to that of the flame sphere spell. So while you throw it, it becomes a flaming sphere, and it will move as you command it to. But the initial contact is what starts it to go.
Okay. Ooh, that sounds so fucking cool. You know what? I will take that. Yeah. I'll take it.
Very good. Do you want it put in a bag?
Nah, I can carry it out.
Okay. I was going to ask plastic or paper next, but it will light the paper on fire, so I wouldn't do that.
750, you said?
Correct.
There you go.
I will build that item, because I just made it up on the fly today, so I will build it for you maybe by next week. We'll find out.
Awesome. Probably won't use it today anyway.
Correct.
So 75 platinum. That would be perfect.
Yes. For your adventuring physiques, would you require any potions of any kind?
I think I still have a potion of greater healing. Just the one for me.
Because I gave you that one.
Yeah.
We don't use potions. Fun fact.
Yeah, but
That doesn't seem very advantageous for a group like yourselves.
we should probably
Yeah.
wait for the rest of us, because I'm sure they also want to buy some things as well,
Yes.
and I think they need potions. I'm not entirely sure if they have any.
Yeah.
Well, that is perfectly fine. Should I take your names as recurring customers or no?
Yes, Father. Should we give our name?
Yes, this is Charlie, and I pat him on the back.
Okay.
After you touch me, it's immediately like, please don't touch me.
They're going through a phase. You know, kids, rebellious.
Yes, they did have an Order of Odium mask. That's one hell of a phase to go through.
Yes.
Interesting that you're the father and you look to be almost the same age, but, you know, I'll leave that to whatever's happening with you and your wife.
But yeah, and as for me, I am Jeffrey. Sure.
You definitely look like a Jeffrey from my catalogs of Jeffreys.
But yeah, we'll be back.
Very good.
Probably 2 minutes.
And as a disclaimer, if these are fake names, you will not be allowed to enter any other magic for the mindless buildings if I do find out that your names are wrong.
Turn around. Hi.
It was a joke.
Okay. You're a very funny book.
Sure.
And we leave.
And just remember, if you need any magical items, we are the best shop for it. We have multiple locations across the world. Goodbye.
Bye.
As it folds back down and lands back on the desk. We go back to Eleanor and Raskus. What are you guys up to?
We're walking around the temple seeing if we can find
That
any
is
book.
correct. That is where we are. So you kind of walk out. You have the hallway going to your right, which goes back to like this main central hall. To your left, you see a couple more doors on either side, and it seems to go into some kind of back room at the end. You see a door on that back wall of the hallway.
Does it look like it's like restricted?
It just is a wooden door. It's got some metal filigree on it.
Let's go open it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I'm trying to avoid like any like restricted areas. So if it looks restricted, I don't want to deal with it. But
Yeah, you go to open it. It just feels abnormally heavy. It's not locked. You twist the handle. You can feel it move, but the door itself seems to be heavy.
no, everyone here is Gym Bros. This makes sense.
Yeah, I'll just shove it open.
Okay.
Yeah,
Give
Or
me,
pull it open.
Well, we'll both
Okay.
try to.
give me athletics checks.
18.
12.
Yeah. So Eleonora, you and it moves. Doesn't. It's not that bad to move as long as you keep your feet like set on the ground. It's not that bad opening the door. On the other side, how do I describe this? You see like a split room system. You can see like there's a median down the middle of this main room, and it's just glass. On the other side, you see a bunch of like heavy rocks, benches, stuff like that. On this side, though, you see a pretty large circle of the beanbag chairs, and against the back wall and the right wall, there are bookshelves.
What?
Okay.
Books.
Yeah, I guess Raskus, if you want to start at one end and I can start at the other, we just kind of skim to see if we find any book titles that might sound close to what I'm looking for.
I will get as much as I can off the top shelf, but
Or if you want to look at the bottom shelves, I'll start from the top.
yeah, we'll do like the top and bottom.
So what are you looking for?
Something on either like celestial beings and like their nature, or astral plane, or removing curses. So there's kind of like a trifecta, like anything we can find in those areas.
Okay. So I will have both of you roll investigation checks to find anything on angels and their nature.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Could we do like a 10 for 20 type thing?
If you want to.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
You both.
because I rolled
spend-
a 9.
Well, you rolled, so.
Oh, that's true.
Bottom shelf.
So,
I'm looking.
Yeah, Eleanor is just like, so many books. You skim very quickly. You don't really see anything about angels on the top shelves. Raskus, you meticulously go by, rubbing your goatee, really slowly making your way around, using the 10 for 20 rules on like the back right corner of the right shelf. You do find a book about angels. It is called the Archons versus the demons.
Archons versus demons. I give it to Eleonora. I think I found something here.
Perfect. All right, now time to try to find something on the astral plane.
Okay. Yeah, you watched Raskus go extremely slow looking over the bookshelves that first time.
I guess we'll take it slow this time.
You gotta. If we want the information, we should take our time.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Just for interesting reasons for me, what is your investigation scores?
+0.
Okay.
+1.
Okay. Perfect. So we're looking at the astral sea this time. You guys spend 10 minutes. Don't seem to find anything. Searching really carefully. Nothing really sticks out talking about the astral sea. You guys have kind of heard a little bit that is somewhat taboo and very hard to get knowledge on.
Since we would have been going so slowly through all of the books, would we also have been able to look for anything on curses as well?
I'll give you guys advantage on your investigation checks.
Okay. Well,
Second one's a nat 20.
Man, the lower shelves, very dwarf appropriate. So
Yeah.
Raskus does a very good job at finding these miscellaneous titles. You find this black leather book. On the spine of it, it says, "Oh no, you've caught in a curse."
I hand it to Eleonora. Fuck that title.
man, they really are some gym bros.
Yeah.
Let's go make sure it's okay with Brazen that we borrow these. And then let's go meet up with the others.
Sounds good.
I guess we should just meet them at the Wolfpack?
I can send them a message and let them know.
Yeah. Let's go do that.
Are you using the
So-
cantrip or the sending spell?
Well, I don't think they're within 120 feet,
You would be thinking correctly.
so it's gonna have to be a sending spell.
Okay, so let's hop over to the other two real quick. What are you guys doing? Enos and Winter.
As I guess we're walking just out from the shop. I kind of just am very silent. And just abruptly, I just kind of just say, "How you and Eleanor treated me really hurt, and I don't like it. And it's whatever, and it hurt, and for the sake of the group, I understand, but your actions weren't reflecting your words and it hurt. You talk about trust and it wasn't given, but it's done. What's done is done. The mask is over. It's out of my hands. I'm just saying that I hated that feeling. Because even though I haven't had friends, I know what trust is. When someone told me to kill something, I'd do it and they would trust me to do so. So I know what trust is, and I wasn't given that."
What do you mean? How we treated you?
You would say that you trust me. You would use the words that you trust me. But your actions wouldn't emulate that you trust me. Actions, they both have to synergize with each other. I think that's what Raskus told me about how emotions and words work. Like, you can say something, but you need to mean that you say something. The second part is what I didn't feel like was there. Is that just me, or
I trust you. What I didn't trust was the mask and the hold that it had on you.
Yes.
And while it was in the group, while it was around, I had to keep an eye on you for the sake of everyone, including yourself.
I get it, but we fought a mind monster that pries into our heads. I told you guys that I was unchained from the mask. Mind monster, lifted from curse. I told you when I was lifted from the curse. And then I suddenly, all of a sudden, stab Eleanor after the curse was broken. That doesn't add up. There is a level of distrust that was still there. And that's not on the mask's part. That's on me. You didn't trust that it was over.
You're right. I wasn't going to trust it was over until the mask was away from you.
I just needed to hear you say it.
But I trust you. There's a reason you're still with us. You could have left, or we could have left you the second we came back up from the Underdark. I trust to have you around.
I hear you.
And
I hear you. I do. And for some reason, I believe you more. Well, I believe you, more than Eleanor. I get it. I understand. And I accept your apology. I just also need another one. And I just keep walking towards the wolf pack.
I'll walk right behind him. Them, sorry.
Okay. Around that time is when one of you receives a message in your head saying, "You're muted."
You're muted.
Hey, Winter. It's Raskus. We are almost done at the temple, checking on these books, then heading to Wolfpack.
You have 5 more.
You don't have to use them.
You don't have to use them, but I just, if you want to.
It's a part of the
I
challenge.
think I have 5, and that's it.
Okay.
Back to Raskus and Eleonora. You have acquired 2 books.
Is Brazen awake at this point, or?
You check the room he's in. He's still just laying there, full starfished.
I'm assuming I have my bag with me because we weren't doing anything crazy today. I'll just leave a note next to him that says, "Borrowing these 2 books. We'll be back tomorrow to try to remove more of the curse. Thanks." Smiley face. Keep lifting. Oh. That should be good.
Go an extra rep for me.
Just imagine she left a note right on his face.
Yeah.
Not on the table, just like on his face. So when he wakes up, it's there.
Just slid it underneath the tank top between the 2 pecs.
Between his boobs.
Yeah, between his pectorals.
Between his lightning nipples.
Ew.
Moving on.
He would be surgically.
When the lightning come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you all can meet up outside of the wolf pack.
Oh.
You still got like another hour before anyone else really shows up. If you're really that interested in as to be the first in line, good on you, I guess.
I look over to Winter. Should we maybe get something to eat while we wait?
We can.
Okay.
It doesn't bother me any.
So I don't think we really had breakfast at the inn we were in. So
Yeah, I kind of wanted to avoid everyone, so I didn't eat. So yeah.
I mean, there was no breakfast anyway.
That is
Okay,
very
that's-
unhealthy of you, Winter, I believe your name was just called.
Yes. We're gonna go eat now.
Yeah, you don't want to fight on an empty stomach, but let's wait for the rest.
That's the smartest thing you've said. You all met up here.
Oh, okay. Cool. At that, though, I will walk up to Eleonora and just kind of like give her a hug real quick and whisper in her ear, I saw more people with masks. Just watch it with any of the, angel stuff.
You look up at Enos. Or I guess I'll hug him and like whisper, like, are you sure?
Not 100%. They were kind of far, but I'd still keep an eye out.
Is the mask on?
Winters is.
Okay. I'll be careful.
A long hug.
This music's freaking me out. This music is
Rasmus
freaking
and
me
Winter
out.
just staring there like,
Yeah, they're just.
it was a lot shorter in real time, but
Didn't you used to be a woman? Pointing at you, Raskus.
Fuck.
This is my twin sister.
Deception
Sir.
check.
Can I roll a deception?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking for.
Oh, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
That's my bad.
This is the audio glitch. 19.
You all are a very strange group. I hope you find your daughter in that case.
Chadwick, I told you to keep an eye on your sister.
I'm not even gonna bother writing these names down.
I thought we were done. I thought we were done.
What was the name just given?
Chadwick.
Chadwick?
Not Chadwick. Chadwick.
Chadwick. Two very
Chad
bro names. Two very different bro names into one. I love
Is
it.
the last name Rick, or is that the full first name is Chadwick?
That's the full
Chad dash
first
Rick.
name.
Yeah, Chad
Yeah,
dash
two
Rick.
different things.
Yeah, Chad dash Rick.
So children
No
are not
name.
allowed in the fighting arena. This one does have a beard.
What's the minimum age limit? Because they are much older than they look.
I'm technically 70.
He's been through a lot of trauma. He had to age very quickly.
That is true.
This poor guy is so ridiculous.
That is true.
Where do you all hail from? That your child is 70, but you all look to be in your 20s.
We adopted at a very young age.
You adopted an adult.
Well, I'm a gnome, so I'm 70 in gnome years, but for humans, I'd be like 17.
He looked younger at the orphanage.
That makes a lot more sense. I don't see very many gnomes, especially down this alleyway. We see a lot of dwarves, but gnomes are kind of a rare commodity in this side of Amora.
Gnomes don't stop breastfeeding until 20 years old, so he's barely out of the childhood. He's just now getting his adolescence.
Yeah.
And
It's
again,
very
where
smart.
do you hail from?
That's funny
Well,
to mention that.
Yeah.
Pull up the map.
Enos, do you want to give them the backstory of how we met?
Enos, Winter, Chadwick.
Chadwick.
I haven't gotten your name, madam.
Oh, my name. Shoot, I said Enos.
Yeah, you really, we're going down. We're going down. Anyway.
So bad.
My name is Odessa.
Horrible.
At this point, we just might as well I'm saying this as Brian. At this point, we might just give the real name.
It's just we'll be back, we're gonna go
What are
eat.
we talking
We'll
about?
be
We
back.
did. It's me, Chadwick.
We
Son,
hail.
Remember?
Sure. We hail from fuck. What's it called? Garrigan.
Full name is Chadwick Brad Smith.
I think we killed Monty.
No, I have to write all this down because now I actually have to start remembering because I've been given 7 different names today.
Yeah.
Enos is a pet name, is what she calls me.
It's Elvin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe it to be, Elvin.
Do you speak Elven?
Yes, I do.
Fuck!
I learned it from a half-elf, so she may not have given me the proper terms. You know, half-elves and, you know,
Oh, now we're
mixing. They like to mix common and elvish, so that's what I was.
It's
familiar
usually the different. They put one word in Elvish, one word in Common. They don't usually just smash them together, from what I understand.
I also hail from the completely different side of the continent. We do things quite astray from. What town am I from again?
Durantel.
Yeah. We do things in quite a different way down in Durantel.
it's
Are you gonna tell them where you're actually from? That's cool.
it's like right there.
I'm Winter's just sitting there watching this all unfold, just like,
It's all slowly falling apart. It's not coming together. It is
So
falling
I
apart.
I do have to take everyone's names. Let me just make sure I got this right. Odessa, Enos,
His
Winter.
actual name is Jeffrey.
Those don't correlate in the slightest. So
Like I said,
we'll
it's
just
a-
say
it's-
your fighting name is Enos, because you are the one intending to fight.
I think my fighting name actually is more of
Talon.
sure.
Talon.
Yeah. Talon.
That's the eagle.
I-N or O-N? A-N? What is it? Talon end it?
I can't spell
Oh.
honey. Thank you.
Talon.
I had a friend in high school named Talon. That's weird.
So, Odessa, Enos, Jeffrey, Talon as your fighting name,
Chadwick.
Winter, and Chadwick.
Yes.
And then the other twin's name is Charlotte, but we call her Charlie.
I just look over at
Ice removed.
at Raskus. Am I the other twin?
No.
I called Winter Charlie earlier, so
we
that's
were
where-
adopted from the same orphanage at the same time. Therefore, we're twins. But if you go back in our bloodline, we're actually twice removed cousins. It's a whole.
I
it's a
do
whole
not
thing.
care. At this point, there's already a line starting to form. You have walked yourselves in so many circles, I think you're going to make a burn mark.
Put us on the list.
I've got
I
you
wanna
on
play-
the list.
Vargok.
I will
So
not
we're
be-
clear. If I'm already on the list, I'm gonna fight Vargok.
Great.
Thank you. We'll be
Goodbye.
back.
So do we just wait
Please
over
don't.
here? Do we just get in line over here, or
If
what's the?
unless you were getting food, as Enos, Talon, Jeffrey had said,
We'll
then
do
you
the
could just get back in line.
Okay, yeah, we'll go grab some food real quick. We'll be back. We'll be back.
Just, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm
To
so
who?
sorry.
The bouncer or me?
Both.
'Cause my notes are so messy right now because of what just occurred.
I just sat there, and as Brian and as Winter, we were just like, "Oh God, this is almost."
Progressively getting worse.
And then for Yardell, the only one that gave their name was Raskus as Jeffrey. Man, I
Yeah.
love the circle you guys have just ran yourselves into. That was very amusing to watch.
I think we did a-okay in my opinion.
So you're gonna go get food, right?
Yeah, we're just.
Are you
grab
gonna
food
go
and-
back to the staggering cabbage? You wanna go somewhere else?
We can go back there so I can drop off my books.
Yeah,
Sure.
nice
Cool.
French
Cool.
place we could go to.
As we're walking back, I'm gonna kind of walk next to Enos and be like, "Do you still have the ring that I gave you?
Always.
Oh,
Okay. Do you trust me?"
I do.
It's risky, but I really don't want you to go down in that fight. So, I'm just. I don't know.
It's just for fun. It's not a big
You-
deal.
You could die. You heard what he said in the ring.
It's for fun. It's betting. It's nothing dangerous. I've done it before.
Wow, that makes me feel so much better.
Just trust me.
So is there brunch or maybe a nice?
You all actually came back. That's really surprising, especially midday.
We wanted
Is it?
food.
Yes, food. I have that prepared. You see, like, walk into some back chamber. You hear a bunch of this clanging of metal. And eventually, food does come out,
Okay.
and it looks very tasty.
Oh wow. Oh
Is this-
wow.
This is Yardell.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, usually the drunkards don't really want food, 'cause they just want to get trashed as much as possible. I just made you a late breakfast. So, I made you some waffles, covered in bacon, some steak strips added on there. If you're a vegetarian, fuck you.
You take the.
That is not how we eat in this establishment. We are pigs
There you
here.
go. Actually, do you have like a water?
Water.
Maybe. Goes into the back room again, puts a cup in front of you. The cup's a little dirty. The water looks fine.
Does the water actually look fine?
It looks like cleanish water. Might have like a couple speckles in it from the cup.
Oh,
But-
you got purified food and drink.
But you guys can get your food and go back to the
It's
wolf
tap
pack.
water.
I'll just waterfall.
Tap water is very kind of you to say.
Water from the hose.
That's still very generous.
It is very generous. But yeah, you go back. The bouncer still standing there. Third time's the charm, I guess. Back of the line.
I thought we had already signed up. No? Okay.
It's just so I know who you all are. It's a documentation thing. I need to know who comes and goes from the building.
Okay.
Thank you, Davey.
Yeah, so the line just goes. Okay, well, welcome back for the many times you've visited me today. Jeffrey, Odessa, Winter, Chadwick. I need 5 gold from each of you. I see you haven't found your twin yet. I'm sorry to hear that.
She's
Yeah,
she's back at the hotel or the inn. She was not feeling well.
Understandable. She didn't look very well this morning. Her voice was very raspy.
Yeah.
But 5 gold from each of you to enter.
Don't worry, I'll pay for it. I hand him 20 gold.
Oh.
I got it for everyone.
Perfect. You enter in. It's a fairly spacious building with a main hole down the middle of it. The hole's not that deep, so other people can see it. It almost has like a concavity to it with like stands and such like that. And in the rafters, you see these 4 giant wolves that are just perusing the scaffolding up above, just constantly just like, watching everything.
I look at I don't think I'm gonna be able to get away with you.
I don't know about this.
Like I,
I mean,
said, don't worry about it. I'll be fine.
I can try if you want me to, but
No.
this ends really badly.
Oh, what?
Nah, I can take him.
Famous last words.
Yeah. So there's a guy walking around with a big old clipboard, taking names, taking bets from a bunch of different people. There's like the first few hours. Like you guys are. How long do you guys want to be here? Are you going to wait for main event type things to occur?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to fight. What's his name?
Yeah, Vargok.
Yep.
Argog.
Just like looking around, it's a lot of very strong looking dwarves, some heavier humans, a lot of several people are just like like overweight, heavy, and they just take hits like it's no one's business. Doesn't even seem to affect them most of the time, and it's just continuing to go in that similar orders. Strong person versus strong person. Some of them are moving a little bit more dexterously and stuff like that. But about 5 hours pass. The better goes, okay, and for the main event of the night, we have there's 3 names. Oh, Talon versus Vargok.
Real quick, while the other fights were going on, could I have walked around to try to see if I can find more people, or if I see anyone with the masks?
Yeah. Give me a perception check. Kind of looking around, there is a section with food, drinks, stuff like that. It's a very rowdy place, so naturally you would have a bar.
I was just gonna kind of make a loop around the ring, just kind of slowly take in everyone there.
Yeah. Looking around in several of the other corners, you do see bigger figures that seem to be in a uniform of some kind that you would assume to be the guards for the place, or the other bodyguards. They're all just arms crossed, watching everywhere.
I got a 6.
Looking around, some people have really funky masks on. It's a part of their whole shtick of being a fighter, somewhat to protect their face, but most of them are made of cloth, none of the ceramics that the Order Odium ones seem to be. Anyone else want to do stuff for the 5 hours you are in this building? You want to bet on people? You can do that.
Can I bet on myself?
I was talking about the other fights, but sure, you can put a bet on yourself.
Are you doing it?
You can try to put a bet on yourself, I'll say.
Sure, I'll bet on myself.
You walk up to the guy with the clipboard. And who would you be?
Talon right there.
And who are you placing a bet on? Vargok?
No. Myself.
You cannot bet on your own fight.
Aw, that's not fair. Did Winter sign? Oh, sorry. Yeah. I forget what name you used.
I said Winter.
Did you sign up for a fight or not yet?
Oh, I did.
Okay.
We'll do that at the start of the next episode.
Okay. Then I will just bet on Winter, sure. Because I can't bet on myself, apparently.
Okay.
Whoever he goes up against. They go up against. I
Just
apologize.
bet on one of the fights going on right now.
Yeah, you just you see this guy, farmer's tan, basically just naked for whatever reason.
I put money on him.
And he's going up against this more elegant looking person that's just eyeing them up the entire time. The woman is dressed in basically a suit and tie type deal. But this is a weapons fight. The big guy has a sickle that's just flailing around, and she has a short sword that she's just parrying him with.
Mommy,
I would have betted on her.
I'm gonna put my money on Pearl. So.
On Pearl?
It's a Steven Universe joke. I'll put the money on the woman in the suit.
Yeah, you just see what they have on them to start. You wouldn't have known their fighting techniques or anything.
Yeah, I'll put 50 gold on her.
Okay. Good choice. She is one of the better fighters within the lower levels. She just likes to take the riffraff that seems to always appear. I will just start rolling for them. Best of 5.
Excellent. I love a good game of chance.
So, in the first little while, he just seems to be pushing her around, just using his weight to his advantage. But the second time he really tries to do that, you see her sink the short sword straight into one of his arms, getting a natural 20 for 2 wins.
Jeez.
So it's now 1-2. After she does that, she kind of goes down and just hits him right in the back of the head, and he just stumbles for a bit, turns around as she just full on flying kicks him in the face.
Damn.
As she got to 3 before he did. So she was the one that was most likely going to win, so you only double your money.
Okay, so that's 100. Oh yeah. Question: does she have a name, or if not, it's fine. I'm just curious. We'll just say Fighter 2 1.
Roll credit. Fighter 2.
Yeah. Her fighting name is Tux.
Tux.
Tux. Tux.
I see.
I figured it would be 2 X's, but you know.
Well, that seems kind of redundant.
The fighting name, never mind.
She tries to keep it all simple to go against her
Wow.
elegant regalia.
So,
I'm in a gambling mood. I want to bet on the next fight. If
Okay.
you'll let me. If you have more characters to throw at us.
I can just start making them up. I also want to point out, with all of your like passive perceptions, you haven't really heard the name Vargok be really called around this building to be able to put a face to the body of Vargok.
Oh no. Oh no.
So the next fight after
I got a bad
Tux is a dwarf that he's wearing the tightest shirt possible. It's like, why would you, there's no reason to. And you can tell that he works out at the Temple of Tempest because like he flexes and you can see like ripples of energy going throughout the shirt. The person going up against him is a Goliath figure, tattoos going all across their head, and they just have like their barrel chest out, just like you can't even hit my face, beauty. Let's start rolling for him. This will be a monk fight.
I'll put my money on Tempest, and I'll just do another 50.
Okay. I know which dice is which. So Tempest gets the start, and you see him like go for an uppercut right where the junk of this Goliath would be. The Goliath moves out of the way, but his knee still gets caught and takes a pretty hefty hit from the Tempest boy.
Okay.
So Tempest wins round 1.
Go.
How is this possible that he's won by 1 twice in a row? So he gets that knee up. You see the Goliath, weighing probably almost 300 pounds, spinning through the air as he lands into an elbow from the Tempest guy. You hear a boof sound approach. Next round. This Goliath didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, that's right.
The Goliath was all talk. So as he lands on the ground, you can see his nose is just bleeding. And he's like getting up. The dwarf just jumps like 15 feet in the air out of the ring to do like a Superman punch down as the Goliath just like waving his hands up in the air to succeed from the match. The dwarf lands next to him as a just giant sand ball just gets blown from the middle.
Oh yeah.
He won by 1 the first 2 rounds and then by 3 on the third.
jeez.
Very
My
nice.
fighter.
Well yeah. What?
How much do I get? I bet 50.
Yeah. Can't beat that. You get triple.
Triple?
Damn.
Because it seemed like it was going to be more of a fair fight, but I guess the Goliath just had an off day.
I see. But, hey, I just made some money.
Yeah, you just made a lot of money off of dice rolls.
Just
Good
150.
shit.
Okay. And then the
That's
main
okay.
event approaches. And for the main event of the night, we have Talon, and you just hear everyone booing. Who the fuck's this guy? What a loser. He's gonna go up against Vargok? Good jokes. Against the owner of the establishment, Vargok. And you see behind a giant door this dark-scaled, 7-foot tall lizard folk
Oh.
walks out of a back room. He's got these leather straps going across his body. You see a beautiful great sword on his back next to his giant tail. And who wants to go up against me?
Is it just a quick question? It's like a pit, right? And I'm
Yeah.
assuming like it's upstairs.
It's like a
Okay.
10-foot pit that has like a ladder system that goes down into it.
Okay.
Can we talk about the fact that this is just the lizard folk version of Enos?
I wish his name was Enos backwards.
I pat Enos on the shoulder. That's you. That's your fight.
Yes,
Do
it
your
is.
thing out there.
Again, who am I fighting today? Who has chosen death?
I turn over to Eleonora, just give her a kiss on the cheek for good luck, and I run into the pit before she says anything. Like, throw myself into the pit.
Nice.
I walk over to the guy with the bets, and I put 100 down on Vargok.
I was about to do the same thing.
That. No, I
was gonna do the
respect that.
same thing.
100%.
Yeah, like
God,
you see
I'm
the
rooting
guys
for
like
you,
raising
but I'm
the,
not
raising the
making
clipboard. Last chance for bets. I mean, last chance for any of your bets on the main event.
100
Enos, you
gold.
should have bet against yourself, because then you could have purposely thrown the fight in.
Wouldn't let me bet on my own
He
fight.
can't bet on himself.
Yeah.
I'm rooting
not my
for
own
you,
fight.
Enos. I'm sending you a message through my ring cantrip. I'm rooting for you.
You still have to
You
talk
got this.
to do that.
I have to.
It is verbal.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like yelling it, but I'm using the message like just to make sure he hears it.
It's still magic. I'm scared.
It does it do anything? Is there a visual to it?
It's you going.
Oh, I didn't know that. It says I just point my finger at him. I'm just like, you got this, Enos. That's why I did it. I didn't know I'm sitting here twisting my ring around.
Yeah,
Okay,
like it has to have
fuck.
something kind of going with it. Like especially for the ring, that is kind of how it would work, and then you can send it.
Oh well, fuck. Okay. Can I just yell?
No
it
one
instead?
seems to notice.
Okay, cool.
With a 6 and a 7, they didn't notice shit.
Yeah, as I jump into the ring, I'm like, that would be me.
Yeah,
Mister.
He like gingerly goes down the
I could
ladder.
not come up with a bad nickname. I was trying to insult him. I could not come up with anything.
Mister, I think is kind of funny.
Oh, Mister.
Well, it's very nice to meet you. It's not very often someone's stupid enough to go up against me or be my size in general. So it's a very nice turn of events.
You'd be surprised how stupid I am. Wait.
Wait a second.
He just pats you on the head. Oh boy.
Alan,
Oh,
don't
boy.
say that. You're supposed to hype yourself up.
Well, this
Anyway.
this is a no weapons fight, so he just takes his off and just throws it to one of the people around the ring that are officials for the combat.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
So I don't know what your customs are for this type of fighting. If you want to do a handshake, we can do that. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Just
Handshake.
takes your hand, shakes it. Very rough because it's all scales. So yeah, to each of our corners, and I'm excited to see you die.
Likewise.
Funny thing about lizard folk, we eat people. Good luck.
Oh shit.
As he goes into his corner. Corner of a circle. My favorites. Okay.
Keep walking.
Combat music. Play. There we go. I do not have a battle map for this, so it's all theater of the mind. This is a 20-foot ring, so it's very easy to get to each other at any point. You can do what would normally be considered an illegal move. Doesn't really matter. You can go for the junk, you can go for literally anything.
Let's do this.
And the guy who's taking the bets walks over. And we are to begin now. Initiative.
Yeah.
How is it that bad? I had advantage on this. Okay, what'd you get?
18 total.
Okay, 7. You go
yeah,
first.
Okay,
So
first thing is
the hits will be D4s. D4s
perfect.
plus whatever.
D4 plus.
Plus whatever you would add normally.
So with the rage would be plus 6, right?
Sure.
Because it's 4 my strength is then 2 plus 2 for the rage,
Yep,
so plus 6.
That's fine.
Perfect. Awesome. Okay. So first things first, obviously I'm gonna rage.
Okay, describe it.
Can I choose not to have the spectrals
Not really.
appear? Okay. I'll have them appear in the crowd if it's far enough.
No, that's cool.
Because it's
That's
gonna
cool.
look weird if the ghosts start to show up in the
That's
to
fucking
appear in
cool.
the.
When did
But yeah.
you get here?
And you see him
Whatever.
just kind of like the veins in his arm start to pop again, and just like, I'm fucking ready. Okay, I'll just run at him, take a little jump up, and just Superman punch him straight in the face.
Go for it. It's your first
Uh,
attack.
Normal, nothing special about this, just a normal attack. No reckless, no nothing. Ooh, that's gonna be a 10.
That will miss, believe it or not.
I thought
You
so.
take the big old swing, he just like pushes it away. Actually, no, he'll just like fully take the brunt of it, but you just feel the resistance of his scales alone just bounce your hand off.
He ate it. Come on.
That was cute.
All right, okay, I see you, and I go for the right on the side of him.
Go for it.
Like a body shot.
Yep. That's a lot better. Plus, what is that, 7? 18?
Just hits.
Oh, fuck yeah. So, D4.
Yep.
3 plus 6 is 9.
Yep, let me just write stuff down. How many hit points does he have? Good to know.
Oh,
He has
I'm ready.
that much remaining. Okay, does that end your turn?
that's all I can do.
Okay. As he takes the hit to the side, you just see him just start to bulk up, his teeth just gritting against each other. Well, that wasn't nice! Poof, and he hits you right on the top of the head. Oh, my phone is going to die. Cha-cha! That is going to be a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, he hit.
That will be... What does he what damage? D4. That will be 10 points of damage as he just elbows you right in the top of the head. And for his second attack, he's going to get underneath your arm and go for a grapple check, so contested strength.
Both, okay.
Yep, both at advantage, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay. What is it? Do I add just my strength?
It's
or
your athletics.
My athletics. Okay, perfect. That's gonna be a 25.
That's what he got as well, so
Oh.
tie goes to the one who initiated in this instance, I
Oh.
think, because, you know,
Damn.
fighting rules are different here. So he gets under your arm and just locks your right arm in place. That'll end his turn, as you are now grappled by him.
Grapple just means I can't move. Do I have disadvantage on attacks?
Let me quickly check this. I don't believe so. Grappled. Speed is 0. Yep, speed's just 0.
Okay, perfect. So while I have him there, he's just holding on to like one arm.
Yeah, like he has
arm.
your one arm like behind your back because he's like trying to crack it.
So behind me?
Yes, he's behind you right now.
Oh, okay. That's gonna be funny. I'm just with my other arm, I'm gonna like turn and hit him in the back.
Okay.
Hit him in the head.
Hit him like right in the shoulder almost.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Another 18.
Okay, that'll hit.
Fuck. I'm not rolling well tonight either. Another 9 points of damage.
Okay. That's your first attack. Describe both attacks and then do the damage after.
Okay. Yeah, well, the first one I just kind of turned around, see if he would let me, like, punch him.
Yeah, like you get him in the
same
shoulder, you
form
can
I
feel the
did.
shoulder buckle a little bit, but it pops right back. So you give your second attack.
He's behind me, right?
Correct.
I'm going to put my leg up and kick him in the nuts.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm playing dirty out here. Yeah.
Those scaly nuts.
Another 11, so another 18. What the
Okay.
fuck?
Yeah. Roll damage as
I'm barely
you hit a solid surface. Doesn't even flinch.
That's a 4, so that's 10.
Okay. Does that end your turn?
I don't think I can do anything
You
else.
have
with
no
my bonus
movement. You have
action.
bonus. That's all you got left.
Not yet. That's all I got. I'm good.
Am I able to do something from the crowd?
If you would like to.
I wanna just like kind of rub my necklace really gently between my hands, and I'm gonna whisper, just protect him, and I'm gonna cast Bless on Enos.
I was gonna say, do I see her do this?
I am doing it.
Do
as,
it.
like,
Sleight of hand. Do sleight of hand, Eleonora.
Because I'm about to step in the wind, charge you, and tackle you.
I got a 15.
Okay.
When I see her do this,
Your passive perception is
it's
higher
16.
than. So yes.
Okay. I'm just, as I see her whispering on that, I'm just going to jump on her, and as I'm on her, and be like, "You're gonna get us all killed.
He's gonna
Okay.
die.
We're all gonna get killed. Respect his blessing, please."
Okay.
Raskus,
then-
what's your passive perception?
13.
It's pretty easy to notice for you. You see two of the wolves looking at Eleonora and they're just snarling.
I'm not gonna like. I'm just gonna kind of like keep like watching Enos, and let Winter and Eleanor know, like, hey, the wolves above us saw that, so they know. So let's just be
Okay.
careful.
Okay.
Did
Okay.
the spell go off? Question.
No, I
Okay,
didn't.
You
good.
got to her fast enough.
Cool.
Vargok's turn. This is where my stuff gets fun. It's like, oh, so you want to play dirty? As you can start seeing him frothing as the mouth as he goes into a frenzied rage.
Of course.
Oh
he does.
no.
Of course he does.
Next round? Nope, that's if I use reckless attack. Now he gets 3 attacks per turn.
He gets 3 attacks per turn.
Yeah.
So with his first attack, he's going to do another grapple check against you to try and pin you to the wall. So contested athletics. Why?
Both of those are 16. 16 plus 7
Yeah.
is...
So he tries to
20.
shove you into the wall to kind of hold you still, but you're pushing back on him. That's not very nice as he opens up his jaw and just takes a big bite into you. With a 20 total to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And this does more damage because he's lizard folk.
Ugh.
Ha-cha-cha. Wow, still rolled shitty. 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
As he just bites into your shoulder and starts ripping away at it.
And we agreed that this wasn't halved because
This is not halved, so
it
it'll
would
take too long.
forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that
That's
is
cool.
the end of his turn.
Okay.
Actually, he has advantage on that attack. Doesn't matter. So it's
Alright,
now you.
cool.
Or if anyone in the peanut gallery wants to do anything between turns.
No.
I don't want to get us killed. I'm good.
We don't know the
I'm-
outcome of Winter's fight, so you could have been almost dead at this point.
Oh yeah, I didn't do my fight yet, so that's
We'll
technically
figure
in
it
the-
out.
We'll figure it out.
Like, you would have been brought back a little bit of health, so you would have still been able to do everything, but we just don't know how bloody you are. But yeah,
Okay.
Enos, it's your turn. You are still grappled behind your back, so you only really have your left arm to swing with.
Is he close enough where I can grab him behind me?
With your one arm, yes.
But that would also be another contested grapple, wouldn't it? 'Cause I'm thinking
Most
about
likely.
grabbing him and just fucking body slamming him to let me go.
Yeah, that would just be an athletics check kind of deal.
Fuck it, that's what I'm doing.
Go for it. Try and lift him up. Natural 20.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So that's not gonna
Yeah,
work.
so you grab
rolled a
his
19
thigh
instead.
as you can feel his scales almost like lift up a little bit and your fingers start to tear against his flesh and you pull away. as he like flexes his thigh muscles and his scales like protrude out a little bit. So
Okay,
that was your
didn't
first attack.
No, if that didn't work, I'm just going to elbow him with my left, like back,
Yep, go for it.
wherever I can hit. Oh shit. Okay. 12 plus 7 is 19.
That'll hit.
Jesus, can I roll better? I know I'm hitting, but my D4 disappeared in the void. Yeah, I can't see it. Okay, I got another one. It's fine.
I'm gonna say, I know you have more than one set.
3 plus 6 is 9.
Another 9.
And I'm gonna go ahead and just bonus action, second win already.
Perfect. Okay. So you basically like try and pop him because you know his mouth is on your left shoulder. You like pop him in the snout as he's just growling on your shoulder. That end your turn.
Yeah, I healed 9 points
Okay.
for the second
He's going
win.
to take your arm, fling it down, and try and launch you out with an attack. He's gonna basically like, use the shove, but keep holding onto your arm, try and dislodge your arm. He's staying grappled to you because he has advantage on any grappled creature.
Okay,
22.
that hits.
You take 9 points of damage as he 8 points of damage as he launches you out and pulls back as soon as you get to the very end as your shoulder gets pulled out. And then as he's pulling you back, he's gonna just sock you right in the face. Still at advantage. Misses. 12.
Yep,
So
misses.
how do you dodge it?
Am I still grappled, or did he let go at this
he's
point?
like digging into your right forearm, yanks you back, and goes for a haymaker with his left hand.
I just duck out of the way.
You like
To the
kind of
left.
duck down and go into his torso.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it. Yeah, your turn. Oh, he has 3 attacks on his turn. So you kind of
Yeah.
like go underneath as he's gonna try and bring an elbow down right on that same shoulder. He's trying to break that shoulder, boy. Natural 20.
Oh,
I hide my face in Winter's shoulder, just like freaking out. Like I'm scared.
don't look then.
It's 14 points of damage, and your right shoulder is dislodged.
Does he let go of it at this point?
No, he wants that
Oh,
shoulder.
okay. Okay.
Like he digs in with all of the muscle he has in that arm straight into your shoulder, and all of you just hear of that shoulder not being where it's supposed to be anymore. You have a broken arm. It is your turn. As you when he went for the Superman punch, you could just see him frothing at the mouth. Where he had normal eyes before, they are just completely wide.
Am I facing him now? Like straight?
Yeah, like you are basically in his gut with your shoulder.
Okay.
Because like you kind of like ducked under the punch to like almost shoulder charge him type deal if you wanted to follow through with a shoulder charge for an attack.
Now after he hit me and broke that, I just kind of like get up as like fast as I can since I'm under him.
Mhm.
I'm going to hit him with the back of my head on his snout.
Go for it. What's the second attack? So we're gonna try and get both attacks in at once, type deal.
If that hits and he kind of just rears up, I'm gonna go straight for like the neck
Okay.
of a punch. So he already has advantage. I might as well fucking reckless. Because he's already holding me. He already has advantage. Might as
Correct.
well reckless.
Get him.
Natural 20.
Okay.
First.
Go.
So is that the same?
So it's 10 plus a d4.
10 plus, so 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Second attack.
Yeah. So you hit, and you can just see the froth of his mouth go around. You dislodge one of his teeth, and it goes flying. As you hit him pretty hard underneath his snout chin.
Say it.
Natural
Hey,
20
you got it
again.
twice. Yes, baby.
I'm
Okay.
not even looking.
So
So-
10 plus.
10 plus 2 again, so 12.
Okay.
Losing.
He's at half health.
And then with that, because I got a hit natural 20, I get a third attack,
Okay.
right? For the third attack, like he reared up, I punched him in the neck, and then I'm just gonna go for like a Spartan kick to try to let him let go of my arm.
Okay. You want to try and use it to break the grapple, or are you just trying to do damage?
I'm just trying to do damage. It's just more for flavor. He
Yeah,
lets
like
go.
he just has
lets
you
go.
locked in right now.
That's gonna be natural 18 plus 7.
That'll
so
hit.
okay, cool.
Still haven't figured out his armor class.
What is that? That's a 1. I rolled a 1, so plus 6, 7.
Okay. How are
That's
you
my stat.
looking for health?
I'm looking pretty good.
Okay.
I've only lost technically 30 points because I healed myself back up.
And you have 70 total or 80 total?
I have 96 total. I'm at 60.
Okay.
63.
Yucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you get the Spartan kick, you can just feel his claws like dig through your arm, and he just looks pissed. He's gonna go in to start and just try and speed bag your balls with his first swing. 24 to hit.
Oh no.
Oh no.
worried.
Damage.
Minimum damage of 8. So
kidding.
he's going to go down straight into your crotch, elbow up into your chin,
Ooh, that combo.
for a 23
That
for
hits.
9 points of damage. And then as he does that and cocks your head up, he's going to go bite your jugular.
Mm.
Ooh.
With his bonus action, which means he gets Hungry Jaws on this too. 20,
Look at what any of that
26 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
So, max damage of 6 plus 7, which is 13 points of damage, and he gains 3 hit points.
I forgot that was a thing that they could do. That's crazy.
Fucking
Can we say like Winter is narrating this because I'm too scared to watch?
Yeah, I'm kind of just like not holding you. You're just in my chest. I'm just like, yeah, it's bad.
Yeah. So, Enos, you just have his giant mouth just around your neck, trying to crush your windpipe.
I tried this once
Bitch.
before. Would it do damage if I were to take his? Is he still holding my hand?
I would say he changed the grapple to around your neck.
Wait, my other hand's broken. I can't do that anyway. Fuck. Never mind.
You can definitely try.
No,
It
no,
would
I can't.
hurt
Well,
like
I can't.
hell.
I wanted to, like, fucking rip his jaws off, but I can't because my hand's broken. I'm just going to knee him in the stomach since he's right in front of me, right on top of me.
Go for it. Like, you guys are being just pushed around with the just muscle mass of the two of you.
This is stupid. Can I do Great Weapon Master on my fist?
Yeah. No, because it's not a two-handed weapon.
No. Okay. So just
Yeah, it has to be a heavy weapon to really use Great Weapon Master.
okay. But okay, just my fist. Reckless attacks.
Yeah, go for it.
He's still getting an advantage on every fucking hit anyway. 19 plus 7.
That, yeah. Can you roll lower by chance?
I wish I could. No, I wish I couldn't actually. 4 plus 6, 10.
Okay.
Ba-ba-da-da-da-da. I was rolling really low until I decided to go reckless.
Mm-hmm. That was your first
barely
attack.
hitting.
You get him right in the gut, but he just does not seem phased. You can kind of see some bruising starting to form, but he doesn't seem to really care.
Don't care.
Fuck it. I'm gonna go for the eye. If he's right on me, I'm just gonna spread in the face.
Okay.
Go at me, you hungry hippo. Okay. Total of 19 this time. That was a
Yeah.
bad roll.
That'll still hit.
Perfect. Okay, 9 points of damage. And I have no bonus action this turn.
Correct.
I've already used it.
So, he can't really talk right now, so that's fun. He's gonna hit you in your left armpit with the first attack, and then you see as like you're kind of if you look down for, he's gonna try and go for your face with his other claw. So 25 on the armpit for 9 points of damage. As he goes for his eyes, just tries to rake across right where your eyes are. For another 25 to hit. And another 9 points of damage that just slices right across your face.
Okay.
You will have disadvantage on your next turn because he swiped across your face.
Alright. Fine.
And then for his bonus action, he'll just keep digging in with his teeth. Roll better. 13.
13, no. Misses.
Yeah. You're just like flexing your neck muscles, and you can just feel the sharp teeth just digging into your neck, but no damage. Your turn.
I'm doing reckless to make it a straight roll.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
If you have like blood in your eyes, just trying to swing with your left hand pretty wildly.
Don't fuck me up. All right. I'm going for a gut punch this time.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, my other arm's still broken.
Your right arm is
There's only so
broken.
much I can do. Yeah. So just gonna hit him with the 1, 2 with the same hand.
Okay.
Okay. That's a 12 plus 7.
That'll hit.
Thank God.
Because you keep not rolling below 10.
Okay. 1 plus 6, so 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Second attack. 15 plus 7. That's a good die. Thank you, baby. I had to cleanse the bitch. I was rolling like ass last week.
You were saving it. You were saving it for this moment.
I forgot to roll damage. 3 plus 6, 9.
Okay.
And
Not
then
looking great.
I know no like magic items are allowed, right?
Correct.
So I can't take a potion.
Correct.
Got it.
You would not have any
That is-
on you when entering the ring.
Fair enough. That is my turn.
Okay.
How's it looking?
Not great, all things considered. How much are you at?
I'm at 14.
It's very close. I will just say it. I will say that
Yeah.
much. So for his first attack, he's just gonna reach under your grundle and try and lift you up
Ew, no.
as he just like digs his claws into your grundle. Natural 20.
Run.
So 11 plus 1, so 12 points of damage. And he's just gonna try and bring you down onto his knee, WWE style.
Please miss.
Natural 1 and a 4 for a total of 12. So he just brings you down on his knee, but it hits you right where your leather strips are. And it doesn't seem to do that much damage as you're really bleeding out. And he just lets go with his jaws. What a pity. As he just brings both his hands up. And he has you over top of his knee. He's going to hit you in the dick and in the neck at the same time and try and snap that back.
Please miss one more time, miss.
23 to hit.
No.
There goes the grundle.
For a total of 11 points of damage, as everyone hears another resounding of his spine being snapped. As you fall onto the floor, he just raises his talons up once more, drops his rage. That was a pretty good fight, I would like to think. That was the closest someone's really gotten me in a long time. So, good job. Pats you on the back and just leaves.
Damn, part of me wanted to fire a guiding bolt.
And I, as soon as the fight's done, try to run down to the ring.
You get stopped by a lot of security.
Please let me heal him.
You do not have to do that. That's what we have the staff for.
Oh.
There's like a clerical-looking person, huge biceps again, like swole. You see him go, "Let's go, baby!" Bang! As like a piece of lightning goes from his finger into Enos, you get jump started, and he heals you for max health of 12 hit points.
12. Thank you.
Don't worry, brochacho. I gotcha.
I just jump up like, fuck.
Your back still very broken.
And my arm.
Yes, very shattered in many places.
Yep. I'm gonna feel that tomorrow.
So Vargok has won yet again, keeping himself as reigning champion. Come collect your bets. And that is where we are going to end tonight. So thank you all for watching. Thank you guys for playing. We will see you in 2 weeks because we will be taking next week off. So thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye.